Hey, it's Kim Commando Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to commando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. It's done.
What's done?
Starbucks.
Starbucks is done?
No, the fact that you could just go there and sit there all day and use their Wi-Fi without buying anything. They're saying it's done.
They're not taking away the bathrooms as well, are they?
Yes.
That's my number one. Got to go to the bathroom, and I'm out in the public place to go.
No, you have to buy something now.
I have to buy a coffee if I have to go to the bathroom?
As a matter of fact, they are installing panic buttons.
Where?
For the baristas.
So if someone's sitting there surfing the internet, they hit a panic button?
Yep. And then the manager will come out. And then they are also putting their people through de-escalation training.
Well, that's good. Everybody should have de-escalation training.
So what would you say if you're just sitting there on your laptop because you had to go to the bathroom?
Right.
And you figure, while I'm here, I might as well just get some work done.
Right.
And then you're not going to spend $15 for a cup of coffee.
Or I'm getting a small. Okay. I didn't. If I'm spending $15, I'm getting a small.
$10. Not Starbucks. $10. And somebody comes over and says, hey, you know what? You got to buy something or you got to leave.
Okay.
Now, some people get mad.
Oh, yeah. Well, people have pulled guns at drive-through fast food places because their fries were lukewarm. Okay, so I don't want the confrontation at all.
No.
I'd be like, okay. Or I'd go up and say, oh, I understand that, and go get a cake pop or
They call them laptop lurkers.
But they promoted that forever.
They're taking it away.
But I understand. But they created the lurker. They said, come, lurk with us. We allow it. But most of the time when you go in there, people treat a Starbucks like it's their office. They have a computer and papers everywhere.
I know, and then they give you like dirty looks. I was in Starbucks this morning because I like to get their magic ball.
What's a Really? What's that?
Or medicine ball, it's called.
Oh, okay.
To me, it's magic. It's like, it's half tea and half lemonade. It's warm. It's good. It has honey.
That's an Arnold Palmer.
No, it's a medicine ball.
No, it's an Arnold Palmer.
Mint and everything else. And so the barista, you always have to give your name and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, I was looking at her. I said, why are you wearing like a face mask?
She had one of those like COVID masks on?
Yes.
Okay.
She said, it's not a mask, it's my coffee filter.
It's just dumb. All that. You didn't go to Starbucks today.
No, I didn't.
And the reason why you didn't remember the name of the drink is because you've never ordered that.
Well, some people have for me.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, just saying.
Yeah, the story's not the same if you say, one of my assistants was at Starbucks this morning.
Yeah, see, I can't do that.
No,
that
it doesn't
That
work.
does not make sense at all.
Not at all.
No. See, and on that note, I know. People just love me. They love the show. They do. They love everything. Although I did get kind of a rude comment on the newsletter this morning.
What happened?
Well, I talked about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And when you talk about Elon Musk, there is a certain element of people who say nasty things about you if you talk about Elon Musk.
And did you say anything negative about Elon Musk or just something in general?
Oh, no, I talked about the fact that there was a tweet going around that big time, like 10 million views.
Okay.
It said that ICE has been shut down, the hotline, because 90% of the calls, they were saying that Elon Musk is an illegal.
Oh, okay.
And so
90%.
I know. And
That's
like,
a lot of calls.
No, this is bad. Oh, this is awful. Okay. Well, he's actually a citizen. He was born in South Africa, of course. And so I said, if you see this, don't believe it. And then that's where it comes in like, oh, you just love Elon Musk.
But that's the thing, you don't.
I know.
You trash him all the time.
I know. But it's just, anytime you talk about something, you always have somebody who, and they never leave their name.
Oh, no, of course not. The internet is, you can be anonymous at all times.
Yes.
But he's latched himself on to the president over the last, 4 or 5 months. So these are probably supporters of the president that are coming after you because anything you say or do, they come after you and attack. Makes sense.
Well, he called me a sexual term with Elon, this guy.
A sexual term with Elon?
Had the word bucket in it.
Oh, really? Was this a compound word or 2 words next to each other?
Oh,
This is what happens happens when you have a popular newsletter.
I know.
You get them all. You get all kinds.
They get once somebody called me this past weekend, effing MAGA C-word.
So that's the opposite of what you were called this morning.
I know.
You can't win.
I know. You know what? So I'm just not going to read the comments anymore.
No, you will.
I know.
You're so starving for people to tell you how great you are.
I am not. I am not. I can hear that all the time.
Yeah, you don't need to search for it. It just comes to you.
It does. Like, I was just right before I came on to do the show today. A gentleman that I hired to do some consulting work.
An employee, someone you're paying, had a compliment. Interesting.
No, he did not.
Oh, okay.
He was having trouble getting the Google messages. So he thought, well, maybe we should be using WhatsApp. And I said, why don't you just put the Google Chat app on your phone and see if that works for you? And he said, you are the digital goddess. See, I solved that man's issue.
And the minute the check clears, he's gone. I just like messing with you. Remember when we did a segment on the show, viewer emails, and all of them were just glossing you over?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
You did. We're going to have to bring that one back.
We're going to have to bring that back. That would be amazing. In case you're wondering, this is not the Kim Komando Show,
No.
the award-winning show, because I'm in the Radio Hall of Fame and he's not. I just wanted to point that out. And if you want to find the show wherever you get your podcast, just search for Commando with a K.
But you're not in the Arizona Radio Hall of Fame. Just the, what is the other one?
The National
Oh,
Radio.
National. That's it. That's right. Yeah, I forgot
I just
about
thought that was really strange. I mean, I'm up there with like Rush Limbaugh and Abbott and Costello and everybody else.
You can't touch Pat McMahon, though.
No, not Wallace and Ledmo or whatever the heck they are.
And if you are listening to just the audio version of the show, we appreciate it. Thank you. But we're also on YouTube, youtube.com/Kim Komando. Please go subscribe. You can see the video. If you subscribe, we'll send you notifications when we go live. Go live on Monday, Wednesday, and like today, a Friday. We drop shorts and new videos all the time, so it makes it easier to find us whenever you want.
And speaking of the newsletters, if
Yes.
you're not getting the newsletter, you're just missing out. You want to always be tech ahead, tech ahead.
Right.
And otherwise, you're just going to like be behind. You're not going to know anything that's happening in the world. Because
Clueless.
tech.
I mean, it's embarrassing. When I was talking to someone the other day, they had no idea what DeepSeek was.
Really?
What are you talking about? China who? They had no idea. That's because they don't get the newsletter.
Yes, of course. So to sign up, go to getkim.com, getkim.com. Speaking of DeepSeek, everybody in Silicon Valley is kind of freaky Friday about it.
Why?
Because...
I thought it had lost its luster already.
No, No. Mark Zuckerberg pulled in, okay, we are going to have war rooms. We're going to have meetings. And also I thought this was really funny. And he said, and I'm tired of people that when I have a company-wide meeting or an important meeting that suddenly that video gets leaked.
Yeah.
And then it got leaked.
Yeah, that video then got leaked.
Yeah, I thought that was so funny.
He said he's going to fire anyone if they're caught leaking because everything he says ends up getting leaked. But they're
Exactly.
firing everybody over there at Meta.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's almost like a bloodbath.
It is. It's really tough. So OpenAI, who had their stuff stolen.
Right, ChatGPT.
Yes, for the cheap Chinese knockoff.
Right.
They came out this morning and they said, all right, we were going to release the new model. Let me see, which number is this? O3 Mini.
Okay.
Okay. To replace 4.0 Mini or whatever they have right now.
We're replacing 4.0 with 03?
Yeah, something like that.
Fair enough.
I'm not really sure I quite understand the
Neither
way
do I.
that the numbers work.
Well, we don't need to. We can just ask ChatGPT to explain it.
We could. And so they were going to wait until the spring to do that, but they're actually releasing it today or over the weekend.
Well, then it's going to stink.
And then they say it's going to be better than DeepSeek.
But it's not ready.
Probably not.
And did it cost $5 million? Because we were only impressed with AI that's very cheap.
As it turns out, it wasn't really $5 million. It
No?
was $500 million.
Oh, missed a couple of zeros.
I don't know if you noticed, but China lied. Look shocked.
I'm shocked.
Look shocked. Hey, listen, if you have anything Apple, it doesn't matter what it is.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
It doesn't matter if it's an AirPod, a watch, an iPad, a phone, a HomeKit, whatever it is, you need to update it.
Why?
Let's see. An attacker in a privileged position may be able to perform a denial of service attack.
That sounds pretty lawyerish.
I don't know what an attacker in a privileged position is?
Is that like someone inside or any hacker who sits in a throne? In a privileged position.
And a hacker. I'm a very well-known hacker.
Absolutely.
Oh, darling, please.
We're going to go after all vulnerable Apple devices.
Oh, night order service tech.
All right, so I have about
Just update everything.
6 iPads. That's
Apple
going to
TV,
take some Y.
whatever it may be. Just go
Too
ahead.
many iPads at my
Just
house.
update it. Oh, and a lot of people are upset that when you do update your iPhone, Apple Intelligence is turned on by default.
Well, yeah. I mean, you had to opt in the beginning, you had to get in the waiting list, which was, I think, some sort of false way of creating hype. Because I said join the waiting list, and then
you
like
just got right on.
14 seconds later, I was in.
Yeah, that was probably it. When's the last time you stayed at a hotel and you turned on the TV and you actually enjoyed watching whatever you watched?
Oh, I don't know. When I was in...
And this does not include porn.
Oh, then never.
Okay. Hotel TVs won't suck anymore.
Why won't they? Well, then I still won't turn it on. That's what I'm looking for.
Ow! Oh my gosh. I am so sorry if there are any kids in the car. Pardon me.
I know. I'm just saying I like awful television. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I know.
The worse it is, the more I like it.
LG TVs are going to be going into many of the hotels.
Why is that going to make it not stink?
Because when you turn on the TV, there's going to be a QR code, and you can automatically sign in with your Apple or your Google account. So you can watch Apple TV or your Google, whatever it may be.
You can do that now. They have the Netflix app there, but hold on. We've always said don't do this. Like if you get a rent-a-car, don't plug in your phone.
Right.
Because you're going to forget and all your personal information is going to be in there.
These LG TVs said they're not going to do that.
Oh, really?
I believe them.
Okay. Well, then I'm in.
I mean,
I'll just put my password on my forehead then. Seems like it's very secure.
I mean, let's not forget that, you know, Vizio TVs, they make like $50 million a month or something like that. But they make $75 million a month selling all the data.
Right.
Okay.
That's all the only reason why LG is doing this. So they can collect all that information and sell it to somebody.
What's the last book that you read?
I'm currently reading The Night Circus.
What's it about?
It is about 2 magicians who are in a lifelong battle against each other, but they don't know that they're battling each other, and they fall in love.
Oh, how nice.
It's very good. So it's a classic.
Well, the Authors Guild are saying that there are just too many books that are being written by AI.
Well, yeah, I'm sure we're pumping them out like 400 a second.
So books that are written by an actual human being, they're going to get a special certification.
I was just going to say.
Written by a human.
By human, for human.
Now, how do they really know it's written by a human?
Have you ever read anything written by AI?
Yeah, that's true.
Know.
Yeah, you do.
Because the people pumping out these AI books are not proofreading. They don't care. They probably don't even know they exist. It's probably some software just running in the background, posting books and publishing them on the internet.
That's probably true. And they're going to have a public searchable database. So before you buy a book, you can type in.
And see if it's written by AI or not?
Yes.
AI or not?
I don't know. Do you think that's really going to work?
I don't know, but people buy these books. I don't understand the people that like these self-help guides that are only 99 cents that you can totally tell. They have 7,000 sales. Like people just buy anything. So I don't think it's going to make a difference. No one's going to go to a database first.
I know, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, to see how you fix your dishwasher was written by AI or not.
No, you're just going to go to YouTube. Watch some guy fix it.
But people buy this stuff.
Are you worried about, I'm asking you a lot of questions today. Are you worried about EMFs?
Well, I'm worried that I don't know what that is.
Electromagnetic frequencies.
No.
Well, there's a new outfit. And when you see this fit, you're going to be like, I want it.
Is this where people are trying to like steal your credit card information by just having it in your wallet and using like scanners and stuff to steal everything?
Well, it's that. There is that. There's a little Faraday bag in there. But a lot of people are worried about Wi-Fi signals.
Okay.
And some people say like they're sensitive to these signals.
Okay.
Some people say that they get allergies.
That's like Better Call Saul. Did you watch Better Call Saul?
No.
His older brother was allergic to those. And so he had to lock himself in his house and put tinfoil up on all the windows to block everything.
Well, there's a new Volleback shielding jacket and pants. They say the outer shell comprises lightweight rip-stop nylon infused with pure silver.
A lot of words. Makes it sound impressive.
Enables the jacket to reflect electromagnetic energy, effectively blocking radio waves and microwaves.
Didn't MIA, the hip-hop performer, didn't she come up with a line of clothing that did this as well?
I don't think it actually worked.
No. What? Okay.
Well, here, let's take a look at it.
I wanna
Describe
see
it to
this.
all of our folks that are listening on podcasts.
Oh, I got to turn around here. All right. I mean, it's a shiny jacket. I mean, it looks like aluminum foil, but it's a hoodie. It looks like a runner's hoodie, actually.
Okay, well, that's the jacket.
That's not bad.
The jacket is $3,295.
I take back that's not bad as my comment.
Okay.
That's awful.
Okay.
That's so expensive.
Well, but you need the pants, too.
Well, yeah, you got to protect the lower body. Yeah, it's like a jumpsuit, tracksuit. It's too shiny.
$1,995 for the pants.
So we're talking 5 G's for the whole outfit.
About $5,300, yes.
No, it's stupid.
Yes. The jacket has a specialized pocket
Okay.
that functions as a Faraday cage. So designed to block access to any device that you put in there.
Have you purchased it yet? Do they have it in your size? Are you going to wear that?
You said it kind of looks like you're wearing aluminum foil. Mm-hmm. I could do this a lot cheaper.
Just go get 3 things of Reynolds wrap from Costco and have a whole wardrobe.
I know, but I'd just be afraid I would sheet metal.
You're worried that if you wear that, you're going to sheet metal? What a stretch. That was impossible.
What do you mean that was impossible?
It did not connect. Not literally 1% did it. Sheet metal, that is a reference to going to the bathroom in your pants.
But it's aluminum foil.
You just wanted to say sheet metal.
It's metal.
Admit it.
Okay, you know what? Everybody's watching and everybody's listening. They are laughing so hard right now.
Yeah, the fact that you thought that was a good joke.
I don't think so. It was a great joke.
YouTube.
Yes.
Fighting back. The YouTubers are really upset with they've called a genre of videos from grifters. Because we just talked about it with the books. There are people who set up software using a multitude of resources, but it's turnkey. They don't have to do anything. They just set it in motion, and these machines will go out, find YouTube videos, put that YouTube video into a website, get a synopsis of what the video is about based on the captions, because YouTube now has automatic captions.
For sure.
If you turn them on, every single YouTube video that is on YouTube will have captions for them, and nobody's doing the work. It's all automated through AI, which is a cool feature.
Yeah, I like that. That and the transcripts, I think, are really handy.
Yeah. So they're taking all that information and they're scraping it, summarizing it, turning it into a script, and reproducing the video so that they can upload it to YouTube and get views.
How nice.
Nameless, faceless YouTube accounts that are everywhere but are actually monetized and making money. Well, there's a YouTuber who saw that a multitude of her videos were being stolen in this way. F4MI is her YouTube handle.
Okay.
And she's actually really funny. And she...
What's she talk about?
Technology.
Okay.
And she she skews very young, like 20 to 25-year-olds.
Okay.
So it's more deeper tech than it is tech news. And all of her videos were, and a lot of pop culture too. But she's very funny. I thought she was really entertaining. And she found that her videos were getting stolen and she wanted to do something about it, but she didn't want to turn off the captions. She thinks it's too important to her videos. So many people are watching them at home or at work, and there's other people in the room and they just want to read it. And her videos are very informational. So she came up with this idea of getting rid of the generated captions from a YouTube video and putting in her own. But it was all automated as well, so she didn't have to do the work. The software that she set up would take the captions from the video, the true captions, but then on the sides and invisibly put in public domain documents that had every other word changed to a similar word to that word. So complete gibberish. And once she did this with her test video, which was only a couple minutes long, like 6 minutes long, she took it, went it to one of the YouTube video analyzers, popped it in there, and it popped out like 200 pages worth of information.
Oh my gosh.
To summarize a 5-minute video. And now she does it with all of her YouTube videos.
That's smart.
And so they can't scrape her.
We should do that.
You think that we're vulnerable to something like that?
Because people love my jokes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
All those comedians and their
Yes.
AI comedy chatbots trying to steal your material, which you have already stolen off the internet when you found it this morning.
I have not.
That was good. That was almost believable. Yeah. So this is in the bigger picture, and the point she makes in her video is the bigger picture is AI is stealing everyone's art.
Yes.
And she's sick of it, and everyone should be sick of it, and that she wants this idea to go absolutely viral, where everyone on YouTube is protecting themselves. And she's figured out a way to automate
Well,
it.
how come YouTube couldn't do this?
Well, that's the other point. That was the question I was going to ask. Shouldn't YouTube be protecting themselves versus AI and their creators having things stolen?
Seems like that would be something like, you know, you might want to do if you're like a $2 billion company.
And it's so simple. I mean, the program she came up with is like 20
She's
lines
smart.
of code. Oh, she's super smart.
We should have her on the
smart.
show.
Okay, I'll get that to Maddie and
I
Amber.
think you have to move your mic.
Oh, okay. Is it rubbing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
On your face a little bit.
Yeah, she's really entertaining. She'd be a great guest.
You know, I love how all these young YouTubers are getting into classic rock.
Yeah, I mean, that's so on topic that you would bring that up. I love it too.
Don't forget to share. Get it, share.
Do you think Cher's classic rock?
I don't know.
You are misfiring. So bad today.
Let me tell you, I am tired. It's been a long week.
We can tell.
It's been a long week. I need a vacation. Because let me tell you, my last vacation was not that good.
That's true. You were all dying in a hotel room in another country.
Flew 19 hours to sit there on a rollaway looking up at the Eiffel Tower.
All right. Well, you know what? We're going to help you out. Didn't know you were tired. Well, in post, I know this is a live show, but in post, we'll go ahead and a bunch of laughs. We'll put them right in after all of your jokes.
You know what? We do need to. We used to have a laugh track.
Did we?
Yeah, Mike used to have one.
Oh, we can find it. If Mike had it, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, you would have like shocked and the we're not worthy crowd.
Oh, I think, Joey, if you're looking in there, we have a 360, an old 360 instant replay.
Yeah, yes. He'd hit all these little buttons all the time. He loved that.
Yeah, because no one would really laugh at your jokes, so we had to have it automated like that.
True. Oh, see, here's what happens. You hit me when I'm down.
Oh, no, that is not fair. I hit you when you're up as well.
That's true.
Be honest.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
Yes, thank you. It's the we're not worthy crowd. And I remember a couple of years ago, or I guess, you know, it's always be like pre-COVID.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah,
It's
everything's
like-
pre-COVID.
It's like, oh, it was only a couple. No, it's like, no, wait, that was pre-COVID. Okay.
Which was, I don't know, 34 years ago.
Exactly.
It feels like it.
It does, doesn't it? Is that I would say, you know, let's go to the We're Not Worthy live studio audience. And Mike would play that. Okay. And it would sound the same every single week.
Oh, because it's a recorded track.
Yes, exactly. And I'd say, oh, you know, the guy in the front of the We're Not Worthy, you know, you're doing such a great job. We need to have you back next week. Okay. And so I started getting people say, how do I get to be part of the We're Not Worthy?
Those dummies.
I'm like, it's from the movie Wayne's World.
Right. It's a sound clip.
All right. So let's talk about car insurance.
Great. This should be exciting.
It is exciting
Okay.
because my car insurance just went up 32%.
That's huge.
Yes.
Wait a minute. For all your cars or just one of your cars?
Well, I guess all totaled.
The
Yes,
whole
the
fleet.
whole crapperoo is up 32%.
That's a huge chunk of change.
It is
because you own a lot of cars.
Yes. Yeah. And so I'm sitting there going like, why the heck is that going on? Because I don't have any tickets.
Yeah, that's not wood, but I think you're still protected.
Here, come over here.
There you go. That's wood. That's wood.
on
You're
the
good.
side. That's it. That's good. And so I called my guy. I said, Mark, what's the heck's going on here? And he said, well, you got a couple options. You can raise your deductible.
But he didn't say why.
Oh, he said that because of all the electronics in cars right now, that the prices of repairs have gone up astronomically. Like in a Toyota, it used to be in the bumper like 14 different parts, and he told me it's 48 different parts now.
So many sensors and cameras and everything.
Yes.
So are you saying these are legitimate increases?
No, and
Okay.
of course they're trying to take advantage of us.
Okay.
And LED lights are more expensive. And so when you start looking at the rolling computers that now we call cars,
Right.
everything has just gotten so pricey. And so I just thought I would pass that along, that, what I learned was that you could raise the deductible. You can maybe sign up for those safer driver programs.
Don't do that, kid.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up for a 300% increase.
I'm not doing that at all. I'm just not.
All right. Any other options?
No, that's it.
That's it? Those are it?
Yes.
I remember when I was younger and car insurance was, we thought was crazy expensive. But you're like, once you turn 25,
Oh, yes,
car
everything
insurance
goes
is
down.
virtually free once you turn 25. My car insurance for my truck is $400 a month, and I haven't had a ticket.
That's a lot.
Since I was 20. 22 years I've not had a ticket, and that's how much my car insurance is.
$400.
Yeah.
What's your deductible?
It's high. It's nothing. Zero deductible. For repairs?
Yeah.
Or $55 or something like that.
That's your deductible?
Yeah.
No. You need to have like $1,000 deductible.
I don't want to come out of pocket for anything. When I got hit,
Okay, you're playing the odds games.
I'm playing the odds. Yes.
Okay.
I'm protecting myself with insurance. That's what insurance
I would never
is.
have a 0 or a 55. I never had it in my life.
Did you raise your deductible then to lower your bill?
Yeah, my deductible is like $5,000.
$5,000?
Yeah.
Then why have insurance? Most repairs, I guarantee you, if we looked it up, most repairs would be at or around $5,000.
It depends on the cars that you drive.
That's fair.
Okay.
Absolutely.
My cars are more than that.
Okay, but there's going to be so many times where your insurance is not going to not so many times. I mean, obviously, how many claims do you make per year? It's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? But there are going to be instances where you have damage to the vehicle, you want to claim it against insurance,
And you just don't do it.
and you don't do it
Yes.
because your deductible is $5,000.
Okay. But, like, for example, on a G-Wagon. Okay. Somebody rolled into the G-Wagon.
Okay,
And it hit the bumper.
right.
Okay, the whole repair was like $12,000. But I didn't have to pay it because it wasn't my fault.
No, but if you would have backed into something else,
Yes.
you'd have had to pay $5,000 for that
But,
bumper.
but again, you're just playing the odds. It's totally up to you.
Right.
And it depends on your financial situation. But I think it's dumb. I think you should call the guy up
Okay.
and ask him, what if I raise it to 1,000? What if
And
I
just
raise
see
it to
the difference?
500? Yeah, raise it
Okay.
to 500, raise it to 1,000, and then go just for the gold. Go for like 2,000
All right, I'll see the comparison.
and see what the comparison is. I have a joke about this.
Insurance?
Yes.
Car insurance.
Yes,
Okay.
I have a joke.
And you know what I'm going to say? I appreciate you just saying I have a joke about it.
Okay.
And getting to it.
All right.
Odds are, the way today's going, it's probably going to be about a zoo, but I appreciate the attempt.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Why does... Stop!
Go ahead.
Why does pasta always have to pay so much? Don't make me laugh. Okay.
Just listening.
I'm not going to look at you.
Okay, fair enough.
Why does pasta always have to pay so much for car insurance?
I don't know. Why?
It can't drive a car without making it al dente. See? I told you to laugh. I told you.
Oh, I loved it. Oh, my God, I loved it.
See?
All right. Now, I know we're having fun,
I know.
but we need to talk about something serious.
Oh, God. I know where you're going with this. The al dente was so much better. Joey actually sent me this story. And I said, we've got to keep it classy.
Cyberbullying is a huge problem.
It is.
On the internet.
It's a terrible problem.
It's awful. And it doesn't matter how old you are, if you're young, old, your demographic, you could be a victim of cyberbullying. And it really affects people. So much so that in the UK, they are now criminally going after people for even the most innocent of cyberbullying. And it's a story that came out this week that we found out that there was a woman who was bullying the ex-girlfriend of her current boyfriend.
Okay.
And after she went to trial, she pled guilty. She got 60 days of alcohol treatment, $200 or 200-pound, I don't know how that converts, fine,
Yeah.
and a 2-year ban from being around this woman.
So the cyberbullying. So it was bad.
I mean, it had to have been, right?
Right, yes.
You want to know what she was doing?
I kind of know, but I didn't read past the first paragraph.
It started with one day, out of nowhere, she sent 3 harassing videos to the ex-girlfriend of her boyfriend, of her current boyfriend.
Harassing videos.
Yes. They were all of her with the camera starting on her butt. Then she would pass gas, and then she would smile into the camera and send the video on. Now, we don't know
Hope
if
you're having a great day.
We don't know if she collected these throughout a period of time and sent them all at once, or if this was just a really bad day for her.
I mean, I think about that, passing gas. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like, something that everybody does.
Oh, absolutely. But if you're getting 3 videos in one day,
that's a lot of passing gas.
Someone farting into their phone and sending it to you, you may consider that harassment. But is 3 enough? No. 2 days later, she sent 5 new videos.
Oh, she's collecting these.
Of her.
She can't just sit there and go, okay, I have an idea. Right. Okay, I want to
Someone get the phone. I got to go now. Someone give me a phone. And every single time, the camera would start on her backside, and she would pass the gas, and then she'd look at the camera and smile. So now we're up to 8.
Okay.
And then on Boxing Day, of all days, the day after Christmas,
yes,
she sent a multitude of fart videos to her current boyfriend's ex.
What's a multitude?
I think that day was another 5. So we're up to 13.
13.
And then on New Year's, there were 2 more. So a total of 15 different fart videos that were all the same. Again, focused in on the backside, the gas is released, and then she smiles into the camera.
You know what? That's the angle. I mean, because if you just fart it,
right?
Okay,
anybody can do that.
Anyway, yeah, but the fact that you have enough going for you that you lift it up and go, hey.
And when they were arguing it in court, they mentioned that she would smile into the camera. So that was the intent. The intent that it wasn't just a fart video. It was a cyber fart video with a cyber bullying angle because she was looking into the camera after she passed the gas. We got to 15 videos. The ex-girlfriend went to the police. They immediately went and arrested her. She was arrested for sending fart videos.
Did she smile in her mugshot? That would have been funny. And she just looked at
her
like
this.
Pull my finger.
That was her mugshot.
She's holding nose.
She did blame it on the fact that she was intoxicated when she sent these videos. She has apologized and she will serve her sentence.
That is crazy.
It's such a great story.
Yeah.
You can't. Now
I wonder why it was fart videos, though.
Yeah, is that the way she decided to attack her?
Yeah, I mean,
you think she tried other angles and those wouldn't work?
I mean, what made her sit there, after her first bottle of wine going, fart video?
You know who would love to see this? Todd's ex-girlfriend, Cynthia.
I need some more beans.
They always eat beans over there in the UK.
Oh, they do eat a lot of beans.
They love their beans. Yeah, Don't they just put it on white bread?
Yeah, and that's part of the whole English breakfast.
Yeah, they love their beans, so it's easy. I memean, it's almost natural over there that it happens. But don't do it. It's considered cyberbullying. You'll get arrested.
It reminds me of something that happened to me at church years ago.
What happened?
So when you go to church, you sit in pews, mm-hmm. and they're pretty close to each other.
Right.
Okay. And so there was an older couple in front of me. And the wife leaned over to her husband mm-hmm. and said, I think I just farted. What do I do? And he said, you need new batteries in your hearing aids. And then I busted out laughing.
See, that didn't happen to you.
It did.
No, that's a street joke.
No, it's not. That happened.
It's a joke.
No, I swear to God.
All right. All right,
It did.
fine, because I saw the same joke on Reddit last week.
No, that happened to me. Maybe they heard it from me talking about it, and they put it up on the internet.
People always stealing your stuff. That's
do.
why we've got to protect the captions of this show.
Yes, of
so your
course.
church stories can be protected.
Also, I was at St. Patrick's Cathedral
Yeah.
in New York, obviously, and I went to Mass, and I was in the first row. Okay, because I like to be able to see everything. And I was on my phone. Mass started at 10 a.m. And it's like 9:52.
Okay, you got time.
Okay. And this woman, she taps me on my shoulder. She goes, "Put the phone away." And I'm like, she's behind me. I go, "What?" She goes, "Put the phone away. This is no place for the phone."
So religious.
And I looked at her and said, "It is 9:52.
You're at church, and you're starting a fight with the elderly behind you.
I said, Mass starts at 10 a.m.
And she back off?
No. She says, "Well, put the phone away." Like
Did
that.
you put the phone away?
No.
No?
So that at 9:57,
Uh-huh.
9:58,
You're at church. This is how you act when you're there at church.
and then another time at church, my mother and I were leaving, and this woman cut me off in the parking lot on the way out, and I said, like, "Oh, she's such a bitch."
At church.
And that's what my mother said. "You just got out of church."
Right. At least waste a half an hour. Don't start your cursing until you're 30 minutes removed from hearing the word of God.
But then I had a reminder about the garbage cans.
What about the garbage cans?
Well, I lived in a HOA community, gated community, and anytime I'd leave the trash cans out, my next door neighbor would call the HOA police and say, "Yeah, she left her trash can out an extra day," right? And then I would get fined $25 per can.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. Getting $50. Got to do the green and the blue. Okay. And so this happened like 4 times. And every time it's like $50, $50, $50. So then my mother and I were leaving. And I popped open the garage door, and Mom was coming out towards me. And I said, "Hold on, Mom. We can't leave yet because my garbage cans have to go away." And I said it really loudly.
Right. So the neighbor could hear.
So the neighbor could hear, because she was standing like right by her mailbox. And then my mother came out, and you might have to bleep this. My mother came out walking towards me, like pointing her finger at my face like this. And she said, she said it really loudly, "Just because she's an asshole doesn't mean you can't be a good Christian."
She's right. In both accounts. She's right.
And I looked at her, and I started laughing, and she's like, then she looked at me, she goes, "What?"
Did the neighbor hear?
Yes.
And did react at all?
No, the neighbor stood there like, like
You
shocked.
probably never got a fine again.
I did not.
Good job, Mrs.
Yes.
Commando.
Yes. All right, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Al dente.
I got to watch that back, because I think that's the hardest I've ever laughed on this show. It had nothing to do with the words being said, just the way they were being said.
Oh, my gosh, I need a break.
Let's do this again Monday.
You want to?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.